Psalms 43 to 45, the psalmist is so real here. He says, "Why have you rejected me?" Have you ever said that to God? I have. But the psalmist submits to God's truth in his struggle. Oh, send your light and your truth and let them lead me. Then I will go to the altar of God, to God my exceeding joy. And upon the lyre I shall praise you. Oh God, my God. We could really get discouraged by listening to the message the world offers us today. But we are going to pursue the light and truth of God, and that's a different story. The psalmist says, "We've heard about what you've done in the past, Lord, and that's your character. That's the kind of God you are, a God who delivers and works on behalf of his people. And that encourages us that you treat us the same way." History is his story, and his story is still alive and active in our lives today. The psalmist relates that some tough things have happened to them, but we have not forgotten you, and we have not dealt falsely with your covenant. Our heart has not turned back, and our steps have not deviated from your way. Rise up, be our help, and redeem us for the sake of your loving kindness. Yes, because of who you are, Lord, and for your glory. My heart overflows with a good theme. Amen, that you are a good God and you are perfect in all your ways. Your throne, O God, is forever and ever. I'm sticking with you, God. Acts 27 through 44, Paul and the men with him experienced quite a storm on the ship. They began to panic, but Paul warned them and encouraged them. Indeed, God had told them they would all be saved, but now they are being held accountable and responsible within that promise. As some men are apparently trying to escape in a smaller boat, Paul said, "Unless these men remain in the ship, you yourselves cannot be saved." Then the soldiers cut away the ropes of the smaller boat and let it fall away. Wow. Sounds like God is saying through Paul, yes, I'm in charge here and I will deliver you, but this will be done my way. To deviate from my way will cost you big time. It's the same way with us. We most definitely have God's promises, but for us to rebel against our own accountability and responsibility within those promises will cost us big time. Paul told them to go ahead and eat, that not a hair from the head of any of you will perish. You can trust God to do what he said he's going to do. God calls us to respect him in our fellowship with him, but he doesn't want us walking on eggshells and operating in fear. He's our Father, and he loves us and loves to bless us and take care of us. May we enjoy our fellowship with him and move in confidence in him. The ship ultimately ran ashore. The soldiers' plan was to kill the prisoners so they could escape. So they couldn't escape, but the centurion, wanting to bring Paul safely through, prevented this, and all were brought safely to land. God's got his hand on his servant even in the midst of the storm. Stay in the boat. Stay in fellowship with God. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Remember the promises and stay the course. Our God is faithful, and we don't need to panic, even when everything is screaming for us to panic.